Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. It has been a good year since I ranked all the Glow Recipe products, and I'll be honest, I've kind of used them all more since then. As you may or may not know, I love Glow Recipe. For me, Glow Recipe encapsulates everything I believe a good skincare brand and good skincare product should be. 1. Nice to look at. 2. A pleasure to use, a nice user experience. And 3. Actually effective in what they say they do. Now, a lot of people always think I'm secretly sponsored by Glow Recipe. I'm not. My sponsorships with Glow Recipe are labeled very clearly. This is not a sponsored video. I wanted to do this video because the more I use Glow Recipe, the more I get people in the comments. I had one comment the other day and ended up blocking them because when someone comments, you can click on their profile, right, and see every comment they've ever left you. And all this person did was leave like insults and like not even constructive criticism, just like shitty feedback. And they were like, no one who takes skincare seriously takes Glow Recipe seriously. And this is not the case. This is what the CeraVe cult has done. CeraVe, an amazing brand, right? Great for people who have sensitive skin, easy sensitized skin, or just want some nice skincare. Great brand. But what this has done, and the rise of like, I guess skincare experts online, has kind of cancelled out the fact that skincare isn't just for people with skin conditions, but also for people who want to enjoy their routine, have like sensorial experiences with their routine, whilst having an effective skincare routine. And for me, that is Glow Recipe. So today I'm going to go through every single Glow Recipe product, including their newest launch, and tell you my honest opinion about them a year so later. Now, my opinions would have changed from a year ago because some products I use more or I use less. I've introduced other products from other brands in my routine that I like more than maybe products that I used to love from Glow Recipe. So I'm just going to go in the order on their website and let's get into it. But disclaimer, I do like Glow Recipe in general. So let's start off with the Avocado Ceramide Moisture Barrier Cleanser. This is a more recent purchase of mine that I got maybe 3 weeks ago. They say this is a hydrating skin barrier strengthening cleanser packed with ceramides and pre and postbiotics to balance the skin's moisture barrier while effectively removing makeup. And I'll be honest with you, this is the type of cleanser I've been waiting for from Glow Recipe for a long time. Their Blueberry Bounce Cleanser, which we'll come on to in a minute, is actually really nice. But once I used this, I was like, you know what? This is far superior, far superior. This gives a really nice, gentle, effective cleanse without the slightly drying, in comparison, cleanse that their Blueberry Bounce Cleanser gives. This is great for all skin types. Oily skin's gonna love it because it's not overly stripping of your oils. Dry skin's gonna love it because it's nicely hydrating and moisturizing and repairing. And we have colloidal oatmeal in here for like soothing your skin. The tiniest bit of this, pea-sized amount, really just lavas over the face really nicely, really gently. And it really does work well as a double cleanse. I would use this on top of sunscreen, just like on a dry face, massage it in, then kind of lava it up and then rinse away. And it gets rid of everything absolutely fine. I don't feel the need to double cleanse sometimes with this one. So on that note, let's move on to their Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. As I mentioned, in comparison to the Avocado Cleanser, this feels slightly drying. It's not drying. Like, you could use this with oily skin, you'll be absolutely fine. But in comparison, I don't think I can go back to the Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. They say an effective yet gentle 3-in-1 bouncy makeup eraser, cleanser, and deep clarifying mask. With blueberry extract, which is an antioxidant, it can help calm inflammation, hyaluronic acid, and AHAs as well as a gentle exfoliant. My skin loves this in summer when I am excessively oily, sweaty, and it does make a nice mask. You just leave it on, rinse away, and your skin feels untouched. However, as a daily cleanser, as I mentioned, in comparison, I don't think I would use this anymore. Now I got the Avocado one. The Blueberry Bounce Cleanser isn't an old-fashioned cleanser, but in comparison, I keep saying in comparison to the Avocado one, it feels like a bit dated, but it's definitely one I'll keep hanging around for when I am excessively oily or when I'm sweaty and stuff in summer. Really, in no particular order now, this is the Guava Vitamin C Bright Eye Gel Cream. This is one of the main sunscreens that got me... What? This is one of the main eye creams that got me back into using eye creams. They say a potent yet gentle brightening eye cream to visibly reduce dark circles, hydrate and depuff the entire eye area with 10% encapsulated vitamin C complex, niacinamide blend, and peptides. I will say I do not have dark circles that benefit from vitamin C pigmentation, basically. My dark circles come from the skin being thin and you being able to see the blood underneath. But my eyes do benefit from the peptides in this, the hydrating ingredients, the caffeine, and I also feel, I don't know if it does do this, but I also feel like it has like a slight sheen to it, where the light bounces off and it does make my eyes look brighter and more awake. But yeah, this is, as I mentioned, one of the eye creams that got me back into using eye cream. This Dew Skin, Jordan Samuel Skin, and an unnamed one, which I don't think might ever be released at this rate. I don't really know. Still can't talk about it though, I don't think. I really, really like this eye cream. It's nice and light. It does have that kind of like gel cream texture because it is a gel cream. And I actually use this on areas where my face gets really dry, corners of the nose, up here as well. I just kind of join all that together because it is really, really nicely hydrating, and my skin can also benefit from the niacinamide and peptides that are in this. So yeah, I really, really like this. They have another eye cream which we'll talk about in a bit, which I don't use, but this is one of the nicest eye creams I've used. Okay, moving on to the next product. This is the Watermelon Glow AHA Night Treatment. They call this a powerful overnight resurfacing treatment that gently exfoliates, hydrates, and brightens with 2.5% BA. What? Yeah, pH balanced AHA complex for dramatically smoother, brighter, firmer looking skin. And we have all the key ingredients that their watermelon line have in here: hyaluronic acid, watermelon enzymes to soothe, smooth, hydrate, niacinamide, an AHA complex, and an AHA complex. I really, really like this night treatment. It's nice and gentle. Okay, so for me, I avoid AHAs as much as I can on my rosacea because I've noticed it's a bit of a trigger for me. This doesn't bother it. This doesn't bother it at all. And I think it's not because it's this particular product, but I think moisturizers with AHA in work better for me because it's at the final stage. It's not, direct contact with the skin. It's got a bit of serums that has to kind of buffer through. And I feel like that works really, really well for me. And I love the watermelon daytime moisturizer we'll talk about in a bit, and this just feels like a night version of that. What I will say from Glow Recipe is I wish they had the only thing I feel like is missing from their collection, their range of products, is a good night cream. I don't wake up dry from these. Like, I wake up still pleasantly kind of like, oh, my skin doesn't feel dry, and I haven't lost all hydration and moisture throughout the night. But going into winter, my skin craves something thicker, and I really kind of wish one of their serums was a moisturizer instead, which we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, this is really, really nice. I don't think you're missing out if you don't buy this, to be honest with you, because I do prefer some of their other exfoliating products. But it is a nice moisturizer to have if you do find your skin is more sensitive to AHA toners. Okay, this is the Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Cream. Meet the powerful yet gentle eye treatment that brings moisture, that brightens, moisturizes, firms, and depuffs. I haven't used this for a long, long time. So they say this has avocado in it, rich in vitamin E, vitamin C, and antioxidants, encapsulated retinol, which is obviously going to help firm up, tighten, reduce fine lines, wrinkles, niacinamide to help brighten underneath, coffee berry, great antioxidant for under the eyes too. I remember not liking this. I remember this being almost too thick for my under eyes and thinking like this is taking so long to rub in. I remember thinking this is just it's too creamy. They call it rich, cream, and luxurious. I remember thinking this is too much effort. I just remember being like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I just didn't use it. I'll be honest, this is probably one of the only Glow Recipe products I don't enjoy using. I just don't enjoy it. The avocado range are probably the least exciting for me. But yeah, it's just the one product that I was like, I just don't enjoy this. So when they launched their Guava one, I was like, this is more me. It's a lightweight gel cream that feels nourishing and effective. Yeah, it's not heavy. But if you have very dry under eyes and you're fine with retinol, you'll probably enjoy this one. But for me, it was too thick. Watermelon Glow Hyaluronic Clay Pore-Tight Facial. They say, meet your ultimate facial in a jar. This non-drying pore facial with hyaluronic acid infused kaolin clay instantly minimizes local pores, evens tone, and hydrates all skin types. With key ingredients being hyaluronic clay, which is essentially like a non-drying version of kaolin clay, watermelon extracts with amino acids to help soothe the skin, enzymes to exfoliate, BHA and PHA. So PHA is more hydrating. It's like an AHA alternative, I guess you could call it. Oh, hang on. It's natural willow bark powder, which doesn't necessarily make it a BHA alternative. It doesn't look like they do have a proper BHA in here. A lot of chemists and scientists are saying that willow bark extract isn't a BHA alternative. That's not how it works. But I really enjoy this face mask when I used it. I don't use it anymore just because, honestly, I keep forgetting it exists. But they sent this to me. I think I did a sponsor post of this, and I really loved it again because exfoliants often make my skin react, and this one didn't. I hate clay masks because of how they dry down. It reminds me of my teenage acne days. And this one didn't. It's kind of like the Kudali one, where if you leave it on for the recommended amount of time, it doesn't dry down your skin and completely void your skin of all oils and, any hydration that it once had. So again, a really nice way to get some AHA onto your skin if you're looking to even out your skin tone without drying down your skin. It's a little disappointing to see that the BHA is what it is. I wish it just had salicylic acid in, or even betaine salicylate would be more the Glow Recipe kind of vibe. Really, really nice. Are you missing out on anything if you don't get it? No, but if you do prefer exfoliants at a different stage in your skincare routine other than toners, it's a nice one to go for. The Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. This used to be a cleansing balm I didn't use. Okay, but here's why. I used to really like, like the Vanilla Co. Clean It Zero, whatever it's called. I used to really love that waxy, plasticky kind of type cleansing balm. I don't know why. I don't know why. I believe it's just because it's what I was introduced to when I got into K-beauty. I was like, this is the standard for me. Nowadays, I like these almost whipped sorbet type cleansing balms. Then I Met You, then I completely forgot the name. This one I absolutely love. And the Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm is like that. It already feels when you take it out and you have to like rub it down if it's that waxy kind and then rub it on your face. You scoop this out, it already feels like it's melting down, and then you apply it to your face so effortlessly and so easy. It's a really, really nice kind of like user experience. So they say effortlessly dissolve makeup dirt and oil with the PEG-free Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. Key ingredients, of course, being papaya enzymes, which are known to gently exfoliate, papaya extract and seed oil, rich in fatty acids, oleic, linoleic acids. So it's going to keep your skin nicely like, moisturized and hydrated, and very good in general, just makeup removers. And blueberry extract, I didn't know that. Really, really nice, great antioxidant. So yeah, I really, really like this one. I like it more now than I used to because of my change in, preference for a cleansing balm. I don't think I even own it. Because I used to not be too keen on it. But the effortless, like smooth, kind of like experience of it, like it attracts me back to it. Lip Pop, exfoliate, hydrate, and deposit the perfect pop of color with the new and improved watermelon glow and blueberry lip pop. Key ingredients being watermelon extract, blueberry, macadamia seed oil, rich in fatty acids, watermelon seed oil for nourishing and moisturizing, coconut flour sugar for gentle exfoliation, flower-derived AHA from hibiscus, wild pansy and hawthorn for very gentle exfoliation. I love these. I used to have them in every single pocket. They add a really nice little pop of color. So if you like your lips but with a bit more pronunciation, is a really, really nice one to go for. I can't really say much about it. It's a lip balm. If you like nice tinted lip balms, it's good. Keeps your lips nicely hydrated throughout the day. Let's talk about the Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. They say that this calms irritation and tackles redness, with of course its main ingredients being ceramides. Allantoin to help moisturize and soothe the skin, rice milk to soothe and hydrate, and avocado butter and extract to help moisturize the skin. I really enjoy this serum, but this is the serum I wish was a moisturizer. If this was just a little bit thicker, this would be the ideal Glow Recipe evening moisturizer that I feel like the brand is kind of missing. I love their lightweight watermelon moisturizer, their Hyaluronic Plump one. Love those so much. The AHA Night Cream is very much for me a lightweight day one. Again, I don't wake up dry and my skin parched, like, desperate for some life. But as the weather gets colder, as I feel like sometimes my skin does need this recovery stage, I love that in my moisturizer stage. I love that bit of extra attention and healing ability in my moisturizer that I can sleep on overnight with a thicker layer on my face. And I wish this was a ceramide moisturizer. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Honestly, I would just use this as a moisturizer, but it's not thick enough for me. But it's a perfectly nice ceramide serum stage. The Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum, I'll tell you in a minute, brightens dark spots and even skin tone with our clinically advanced Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. Key ingredients, of course, being 5 forms of vitamin C. Great antioxidants can help even out skin tone. Guava seed oil and fruit extract, again, rich in antioxidants. Tranexamic acid to help diminish the appearance of dark spots over time. Ferulic acid, again, an antioxidant. Vitamin E to help moisturize. This time last year, I never used this. I barely used this product. I didn't really care about vitamin C serums. I wasn't really interested. And I did mention, I said something like, I don't really hear people talk about the serum, and I still don't, which after using this pretty constantly for the last 3 months, I don't know why, because this is such a nice serum. I mentioned that I don't really use vitamin C serums for its evening of skin tone. I never truly find vitamin C effective for that. The tranexamic acid in here, however, will do a really, really good job at that. As I mentioned in my anti-aging video, I am after the antioxidant power of a vitamin C serum to team up with my sunscreen during the day and really fight that free radical damage that can break down collagen and elastin. And I hate vitamin C serums. Well, not newer ones, but I have that old-fashioned vitamin C stereotype stuck in my head of hot dog water, stingy, metallic vitamin C serums. And this is anything but. This just feels like a really nice, moisturizing, hydrating serum with the vitamin C benefits. Usually I would recommend other things if you're looking to even out your skin tone, but if you are looking to even out your skin tone and get the antioxidant power of vitamin C, this with the tranexamic acid in, I think you'll absolutely love. This is one I really love too. I told you I love Glow Recipe. I think I'm doing a good job at being fair though. This is the Strawberry Smooth BHA plus AHA Salicylic Serum. Meet strawberry smooth, gentle, smooth texture, clear breakouts and refined pores while calming skin with the most powerful yet gentle daily clarifying BHA AHA serum. Key ingredients being their 2% encapsulated salicylic acid to help with black hairs, oily congested skin, encapsulated in this super gentle like delivery system. And then we have mandelic acid, which has a larger molecule again, so super gentle AHA. And then they say they have naturally occurring enzymes found in strawberry water and leaf extract work to hydrate and resurface skin while reducing production of excess oil. They have azelaic acid lipsum in here, which is great for redness. Succinic acid in here again to help with decongested skin, breakouts. Hyaluronic acid to hydrate, allantoin, which is moisturizing and soothing, bisabol, which is a form of vitamin B for brightening the skin tone, evening the skin tone. It just has fucking everything in it. It's got everything in it and it's so gentle. I have been using this daily. When I first got it, I used it daily for about 2 months and I was like, right, time to move on. Experiment with other exfoliating products, right? And I did. Now, again, I've been using it daily. I noticed my skin was getting a bit of texture back. Daily for 3 months. I fucking love this. I love this so much. It's just got everything in it. In the evening, I can cleanse, toner, this serum, moisturize, and I'm done. Because I just feel like this has so much good in it. And it's been incredible for my skin texture and especially my rosacea as well. It's such a nice, gentle exfoliant. And then when you kind of compare the quality of this product and the feeling of this product to the clay mask that they do and the AHA Night Watermelon Moisturizer, it's kind of like, I don't want those when I have this. Like, this is more than enough. Like, this is an incredible product. Along with my favorite product, not just from Glow Recipe, I'm trying to find it, but of all time. This is the Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore-Tight Toner. Hydrate skin and tighten pores all at once with the ultra gentle Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore-Tight Toner. With watermelon, which is those amino acids, cactus water. I fucking love cactus water. I wish more people use cactus water. With electrolytes and amino acids that help hydrate. It gives it that like stretchy texture. PHA, polyhydroxy acids. Again, like an AHA, larger molecule size, works slower and more gentler. And then their BHA, they say again, is that willow bark, which has always been good for my skin, but I feel like it's more of an astringent effect to help with pores. And then they have their betaine salicylate in here as well. Hyaluronic acid, tea tree extract, which has really, really done wonders for my rosacea, really. I know a lot of people don't like tea tree, and then cucumber as well, which just smells nice, is cooling, it's hydrating. We got licorice in here, which helps even skin tone. This is just, I have put so many people onto this toner. Everyone that uses it absolutely loves it, and it's because it encompasses everything that I love about K-beauty. Gentle, effective actives, paired with hydration, which I feel like is one of the most beneficial skincare steps anyone can do. It truly is a daily exfoliating toner because it's so gentle. I've never had issues with this in the whole 3 to 4 years that I've been using and loving this product. If I had to pick one toner for the rest of my life to only use, it would be this one. No question about it. I had a cocktail. Where did I go? I went to a bar the other day and I had a cocktail, and it had cactus water and it tasted exactly like this product. I was a bit like, oh, like that's not right. I drank it all. But this product just feels light. It's refreshing. It's instantly hydrating. When my skin is craving, dying for some hydration, this is what I go for. I just use this every day and night. I absolutely love it. Like my favorite product of all time, not just Glow Recipe, ever. Next up is the Pomegranate Peptide Firming Serum. This is their newest release, a firming and lifting serum made with polypeptides, hyaluronic acid, and pomegranate to target fine lines and wrinkles and deliver a hydrated, lifted appearance. Key ingredients being polypeptides. What peptide is it? It is... There's two. Copper tripeptide is the only one I'm really interested in. They have pomegranates, all parts of the pomegranate, including oil seeds, extract, and enzymes to provide strength and elasticity to the skin, soften and tighten, hyaluronic acid to hydrate. And you know what? I always say this about Glow Recipe. Their before and afters are really good because when you look at them, you're like, oh, nothing's like, it doesn't look that different. But when you look at this picture and you have a really good look and you see those gradual results that are realistic, like this is a realistic before and after, that's all over their website. It really does make you have some faith in the product. And this is what I mean by just because this product looks nice, it smells nice, and it's not in clinical packaging, it doesn't mean it doesn't work. This is an amazing product that I've been absolutely loving. I always say, yes, I get Botox and filler, but I will be stopping. I haven't had Botox for a long time and it's wearing off, as you can see. I shouldn't be able to do this. But the firmness of my skin where I don't have anything has got more elasticity to it. I got this a couple weeks before it launched. So it's probably been about 4 weeks that I've been using this now, a good month. And the firmness of my skin is just incredible. Like I've been using this twice a day, every single day. I got gifted one, I got gifted another one, thank God. I bought two along with like some Glow Recipe top-ups because I love this so much. If you're not really getting along with retinols, try and get into peptides and see how you get on because I'm really enjoying this so far. I will be doing an experiment, not on my skin, but with somebody else so we can see the results away from the brands before and afters because I think that's important. Just as a little experiment to see how peptides work. But yeah, I fucking love this so much, so much. Watermelon and Glow at Niacinamide Dew Drops. Reveal a dewy glow instantly over time with this niacinamide infused highlighting serum, of course, with niacinamide to help even skin tone, potentially tighten pores, help with sebum control, help with the skin barrier. It does everything. Hyaluronic acid, watermelon, and other bits. Listen, we know this one. It went viral. I used to absolutely love this. I love this because of the glow that it gives your skin. This really is a really amazing makeup skincare hybrid without being makeup in any way whatsoever, with just being skincare ingredients. And it's such a nice, amazing niacinamide serum. What I will say is I don't use it as much as I used to, mainly because I use their other serums. Honestly, only because like everyone else talks about it now, which is fine, but I don't believe my subscribers or viewers need to see anyone else really going on about this one all the time. We all know what it does. It's time for me to move on. I use it personally when I'm off camera, when I'm not talking about it, fairly often. Like if I'm going out, I will apply this and then put a sunscreen over the top, and that glow really does shine through. I do think niacinamide is starting to make my skin flush, so I do try and avoid any, like I can't use the Ordinary's niacinamide anymore, which I used to absolutely love and really do a credit to kicking my skin into a really good condition. But yeah, this has become a purely before going out to an event or going out in public kind of serum. But yeah, it's an icon, a truly viral product that deserves the attention it gets. The Plum Hyaluronic Cream. Hydrate, plump, and balance skin with our new whipped gel cream moisturizer for plumping and hydrating. Of course, this has plum in it to hydrate. Polyglutamic acid, which is a great hyaluronic acid alternative. It's super, super hydrating, helping to leave the skin looking nice and firm as well. Of course, hyaluronic acid. Ice willow herb, which is nice and soothing. Again, a really, really nice daytime cream. If you really want your skin to feel quenched, hydrated, but for a long time, not just when you use the product, but all day, this is a perfect product to go for. I'd actually say this is a better night cream than their actual night cream, and the AHA one, because it just feels thicker and still more nourishing and hydrating overnight. And not only does this hydrate, but it does leave you with a dewy glow. If you don't like dewy looking skin, you're not going to like this. This is slightly thicker than a gel cream texture, and I feel like a lot of gel creams do just leave you hydrated, but then your skin throughout the day feels a little bit dry. The Rovectin Lotus Cream, this is slightly thicker than that, but both are great at kind of keeping your skin holding on to that hydration and looking hydrated throughout the day. I'm gonna say this, and I didn't think I was gonna say this, but yes, I think I prefer this to their watermelon moisturizer, which we'll talk about now, the Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. They say, meet our best-selling Pink Juice Moisturizer, a lightweight silky gel moisturizer that hydrates, plumps, and soothes, with key ingredients, of course, being watermelon, hyaluronic acid, jasmine, and peony, which is rich in antioxidants. I absolutely love this. Perfect summer moisturizer. Really nice lightweight texture. Has that watermelon smell that just makes you feel refreshed. Perfect for oily skin. My favorite thing to do. So once I've done my serums, redamp my face with some like spritzy water and put this all over and all down my neck, and I just feel dewy and hydrated and quenched. But then this came along and like doubled what that does. This is still a really nice one. Like the Watermelon Glow Pink Juice, I will continue to buy and use throughout the day, or on days where I'm feeling a bit oily or I'm just at home. But this is like, it's just like double the dew, double the hydration. So if you do want to feel hydrated and you want a natural looking glow, definitely go with the Watermelon Glow Pink Juice. But if you want quenched skin, maybe you're very, very dry and you want a dewy glow that even shines through makeup and sunscreen, this is the one to go for. The Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. This has watermelon extract, hyaluronic acid, hibiscus AHA, so really nice and gentle, then rice germ oil, which is a rich antioxidant. Again, I love this. It's not my go-to toner, but it's definitely a refresh throughout the day. They used to call this something like an ultra-fine, here we go, ultra-fine fog mist. And it is like walking your dogs on like a foggy, like wintry morning. It's ultra like refreshing to all the senses, nicely lightly hydrating for the skin. And again, it's the smell of it, it's the feeling, it's the cool experience of it. This isn't necessarily part of my everyday skincare routine anymore. I'd much rather use something like Jordan Samuel's Skin to mist in between steps because it just feels wetter. But this is so nicely refreshing. And maybe if you don't want really dewy, glowy skin, this is something nice that you could put in between steps of your skincare routine to still kind of have a dew that's not crazy like glass skin. But yeah, I still buy this regularly and keep it topped up because it's something I'll just walk around and spritz. It just makes me feel nice. It makes me feel better. But if you are after like a toner or a mist for real hydration, this will hydrate you, but it doesn't feel as good as something so misty, The Plump Hyaluronic Serum. This is not something I use often. So this is plum. They've got 3 types of plum: Kakadu plum, which is rich in antioxidants, others in vitamin C, 5 different weights of hyaluronic acid. Supposedly that hydrates at different levels, helps to retain hydration more. I don't use this that often because my issue with this is whilst it's nice and super hydrating, it kind of does leave like a film feeling on the skin, which I've noticed can make some sunscreens feel like they're pilling a little bit, and I have put it down to this and serums that do the same thing. The Ordinary's hyaluronic acid does the same thing, but when I'm not wearing sunscreen and my skin is feeling desperately dehydrated, I will use this over any kind of hyaluronic acid serum. We know I'm not a fan of hyaluronic acid serums in general because hyaluronic acid is in pretty much everything else I use. So yeah. Oh, an amazing hyaluronic acid serum, which I say is far superior to the Ordinaries and others. But for me, it's just a little bit too hyaluronic-y. The Plump Hyaluronic Gloss Balm. Transform parched lips in one easy step with this non-sticky hyaluronic acid infused gloss balm for lasting hydration. Key ingredients are hyaluronic acid, kakadu plum, raspberry extract, which helps hydrate. Love it, love it. Not a lot to say about, honestly. It's just a really nice balm. This sits on the side of my bed. I know that once I put this on in the evening, I will wake up and it's still on my lips. Throughout the day, it's not sticky. I don't have to constantly reapply. It doesn't easily transfer on stuff. But so this e.l.f. one does the same thing, but this lasts way longer, way longer. You don't get that dried down feeling that you get from a lot of like normal lip balms, like they just kind of like you put it on and like an hour later you feel like you have to use it again. Yeah, really nice. It's just a nice lip balm. I feel like there's many, but this is one of the nicer ones. The Tatcha one is really nice too. I use that too. The Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops, all-in-one pore treatment, silicone-free primer that refines pores over time, instantly blurs and balances oil for a natural soft soak focus satin finish. For the pore blurring, they use tapioca and rice to help reduce pore size. I think it's good at absorbing like excess oil stuff as well, and to help with even makeup application. Encapsulated BHA and strawberry enzyme and plant-derived pore minimizer and strawberry leaf extract. I don't use this. I don't really feel the need to. I love their strawberry exfoliant. I don't wear makeup really that much. And when I do, I barely ever use a primer. But why not have skincare benefits in all of your steps, I don't really have much to say about because I don't really use it. It's probably the product I use the least because I never really have to. The Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Sunscreen SPF 50. Introducing the sunscreen you'll want to wear. Meet our new lightweight SPF 50 Hydrate Glow and even skin tone with niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and aloe. Some of my favorite ingredients. With mineral and chemical filters, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, aloe, which helps soothe and hydrate, and watermelon. There was some real discourse about this sunscreen when it first came out, and I do get it. Whilst it's very, very good on most skin tones, actually, it's not greasy, it's lightweight, it doesn't sting. There was some issues with the application of this. And what I will say is you can't rub this. You can't rub this in. You can very gently rub, then you have to start patting, otherwise it's going to peel. At the time I was like, I don't really see the issue. Like I have no issue with this. I just tap it in and do as instructed. But I do get that people kind of find that annoying. When you get a sunscreen, you just want to rub it in and be done with it. And a lot of people find that it peeled throughout the day. If they even touch their face, it would peel. There's been a lot of on and off about it. I don't use it anymore. I just don't use it anymore. And that's mainly because there are better sunscreens. There are better sunscreens out there. I think probably the more similar is Fenty's Hydra Visor, which gives that same kind of dewy glow with a bit of luminescence to it. I think a good sunscreen is a sunscreen that you're just going to use without having to think about it too much. And unfortunately, you do have to kind of be considerate of how you use this and also what products you're using in conjunction with it. I still really enjoy it as a sunscreen, and if someone was like, you have to use this, I'd be like, that's fine. But if you don't like faffing about with your products and maybe you do wear makeup, this probably isn't the best. I think that's nearly it, other than the Watermelon Glow Pink Dream Body Cream. Wrap your body in Pink Dream Body Cream, effortlessly smooth skin texture and hydrate your body all at once. With, of course, watermelon seed butter, which is deeply moisturizing yet not too heavy. This is another product, I'll be honest, I don't use ever. When I did use it, I swear it used to come in a pump, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoy using it. The only issue is, as somebody with arm hair and a lot of hair on my legs, it's very difficult to rub in. It just gets caught up because it is so nourishing and slightly thicker, yet not too heavy, but it just takes a long time to rub into my skin, so I prefer like lighter milks. Even on wet skin, this proved a little bit difficult to rub in, so I just don't use it. So there we go. I hope that was useful in some way. I think it's important to update my opinions on brands and products that I review, especially when new releases come out and new things come to the brands and I've tried other alternatives. I think it's important to update your findings, right? Let me know what you think about Glow Recipe products in the description down below, ones you loved, ones you didn't like. Let me know all the details. You can watch some product reviews here and some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.